So talk to me about, school, work, like what were you doing before jewelry and how'd you get inspired to kind of transition into this industry?
Man, so, school is for a lot of people, but school wasn't for me. And, my mom, if you talk to, if, ever that time comes where you get to meet my parents, they'll tell you, as a kid growing up, I would be pulled out of class and, they would talk to my parents and just like, hey, your son always thinks he knows more than the teacher. And, my mom would always say, you're never going to teach a teacher. And I was like, no, that's wrong, so it was always going against the grain.
Hmm.
When I got to college, right? So I went, pretty much leading up to college, college was different, from a kid coming from the south side of Chicago, you don't really get to experience anything like that.
Hmm.
So I went to community college. Then I got to experience the actual college life, right? So it was like Project X, but in real life. And that to me, like, was completely overwhelming. Not something that I was used to.
Hmm.
Being around so many people, all they want to do is party. You kind of get lost in the sauce and you kind of forget why you're
Definitely.
there, right? So it's like, I also realized too, like, damn, I don't have the funds to pay for college. So I stopped and I went back to the workforce, kind of went back to the restaurant, helped out my family even more. So basically just took on a larger role at the restaurant as a management role. Um, and pretty much was doing that. To be honest with you, I've been in the restaurant my whole life.
Hmm.
So there's this misconception that we grew up with the restaurant, like the whole silver spoon thing. And that is not necessarily true because it's different when your whole family and you're part of that group, right? And you guys are all in one environment and you
Hmm.
guys are all like coming together collectively to help build what it is now or what it was, right? So the restaurant's been around for like 30 plus years and it's been an interesting ride to see that kind of like grow and flourish.
Yeah, I mean, you got to see the business side of the
Mhm.
restaurant scene too. And for the folks that know, it's a tough business. I
It is.
mean, margins are tight,
Mhm.
labor, inventory, all this stuff. I mean, you're paying rents,
Yeah.
utilities. You really have to work very hard to make those businesses work. So kudos to your family for
Yep.
being able to last
Yeah, shout out to them.
decades in this city.
Yeah.
Testament to the backbone of America's the small business owners, the people
Yes.
that are coming here and working hard and
Mhm.
serving others.